Welcome back to part 4 of my breakdown of my investment journey and what I've learned and what I currently have so far. I'm not going to get too deep into mutual funds because I just don't know that much about it. I haven't done much research because that's something that my bank has just been handling. I have them in my tax-free savings account, so I don't have to pay tax on any money I make, and I'm just letting it grow. I have my automatic deposits. Right now, I have 3 different funds that I'm contributing to every 2 weeks when I get paid. I have a US index fund, a US equity fund, and an international index fund. I originally only had 2 US funds, and I wanted to just diversify my portfolio a little bit more by adding some international because I just didn't have that, and I didn't want to be relying solely on the US market, because even though historically it's been a good investment, times are changing. Who knows? And there's always going to be times where the US does bad and other companies do better, and it constantly is changing. Total portfolio with my CIBC tax-free savings account is currently up 9.11%, which is great. It's not amazing, but in the positive, and that's great. I'm not really touching it. I'm just letting it do my automatic deposits every 2 weeks and let it grow and do its thing. The last thing that I have is my employer investments. So I have 2 accounts with them. I have my RRSP and a DCPP. The RRSP, I take $75 out of every paycheck, which is every 2 weeks, and they pull it right out of my pay and deposit it right into my RRSP. And that is all invested and kind of managed with the company that they use. I just recently opened my DCPP because I just didn't really realize that it was an option at my work. I just opened that a couple months ago. My employer matches contributions up to 3% in the DCPP. I just have it set to also deposit 3%. Since it's a new account and it's another automatic deposit, I didn't want to go too crazy with it. So I'm just matching what my employer will match so that I'm just doubling my money. My 3% typically has given me around $50 to $60 a paycheck of my own money that's being put into it, and then my employer matches that. That's the full breakdown of all my accounts and investments, what I've purchased so far this year, and what I'm working towards building more of. I know this was probably so boring, and I'm so sorry if you watched this whole video through. You're amazing. But I'm looking forward to learning more, growing my investments more, and sharing. I think it's very important to invest. I am 33, almost 34 years old, and if I had started doing this 10 years ago, I would have a lot of money. So I hope you follow me along with this journey and we can learn and hopefully grow our investments together.